Alright, just got back from surgery. Yeah, a little switcheroo. Okay, so I was just talking to my girlfriend Natasha. If you don't know who my girlfriend is, just type in Get Fit with Natasha into Instagram and YouTube. We're just talking about Shawn Baker. I'm 42. I'm not sure how old Shawn is. My girlfriend's 22. I don't know how the ways that's even relevant. Shawn Baker is, in my opinion, a narcissistic sociopath who was a surgeon, correct me if I'm wrong, who was a surgeon who got fired, deregistered, debarred, or whatever it's called, from our practice. Now, this guy claims he just eats meat. You know what I mean? Like, if you believe that to be true, you know what I mean? Like, I used to be a meat eater back in the day. I've been vegan 19 years. And the fact that you can think that someone's going to eat just meat, nothing else. Have I got it wrong? Does Shawn Baker claim he eats only meat and like just the T-bone steak from a dead cow? That's all he eats. There's no pasta, there's no sugar, there's no rice, there's no ketchup, there's no burger buns. There's nothing. It's just rotting a dead animal corpse, aka meat, that you feed to your dog. So Shawn Baker claims he just eats dog food. Now, if you believe that to be true, you probably believe that he is a natural athlete. When I disagree with that. In my opinion, Shawn Baker clearly exhibits signs of exogenous testosterone usages, plus a few ancillary drugs as well. What does that mean? It doesn't make him a bad person. I've used steroids before. I've done a similar thing to that documentary called Icarus. I've done like a YouTube version, an Australian style. I've got nothing wrong with people taking steroids or EPO or whatever you want to go and take. My issue is with people out there selling diet guides or whatever, claiming, you know, I got this physique just because I eat meat. Well, there's vegans out there who use steroids and lie about it. Okay, cool. I'm not just being a whatever. I dislike how these fake natties out there are trying to sell programs to people when the results they have aren't from eating chickpeas. They're not from eating meat. They're from taking a lot of steroids and training real hard. Because when you're on steroids, if you ever used steroids before, when you start lifting in the gym or at home or in your backyard where Shawn Baker's like throwing a big ball over. Can you imagine when Shawn Baker's neighbours think? Here he goes again. He's throwing that bowl up and down, picking it up and throwing over himself. Okay, whatever gets your boat floating. So my issue is with people who use steroids to gain a following on Instagram, etc., and lie about it. I have an issue with that because it's fraud in my opinion. Where people are thinking, if I eat like Shawn Baker, I'm going to look like that. Well, go through Shawn Baker's followers and how many of them eat like Shawn and they look like Homer Simpson. And that's not, I'm not trying to put anyone down. As a personal trainer for the last 23 years, I'm just saying that if no one else is getting the results you're getting, something's going on. There's plenty of people out there who are lean, they're running faster marathons than me. I'm a marathon runner cyclist, that's why I'm very low body fat, very lean. And there's plenty of people out there who take my advice who are way faster than I am. But there's not a single person out there that Shawn Baker can mention that takes his advice, just eats meat, and looks like Shawn. Now why is that? Why is that? There's no one out there who Rob Lipset or Kino Body or all these, you know, fake natties out there who are using steroids and lying about it. Matthew Ogus, etc., etc., twin muscle workout. There's no one that they coach that looks exactly like them or more, you know, better than them, whatever you want to call it. Do you know why that is? Because the people who buy their programs are gullible noobs who go, I wouldn't use steroids. Steroids are for bad people. Yeah. I'm going to be clean like Ogus and Twin Muscle Workout and Rob Lipset and Nippard. I'm going to be clean like Nippard. You know, see bodybuilder in Thailand? That guy's legit. He's transparent. You know, I'm going to be like Shawn Baker. I'm just going to eat a steak and like, I'm going to be all swole. You're never going to look like that, man, unless you're also jabbing yourself every week or every few days with anabolic steroids. I'm not saying you should go and do that. I'm just saying that's the reality, right? You'll never ride like Lance Armstrong unless you're also using EPO, right? Remember that guy in LA, the rich kid, came to Adelaide last year and went up Norton Summit really quick, you know? If the times match dopers, you're also a doper, in my opinion. And that's fine. But if you look like a steroid user, you're also using steroids. And that's fine. I'm just saying, if you're on Instagram, please don't defraud people and say that this transformation was because of chickpeas or meat or bananas even, okay? You use steroids. That's fine. Just be open about it. But you lose followers because people prefer to be lied to than told the truth. I get it. So anyway, Shawn Baker said he'll go do some drug tests. The convenient thing is, all the labs are closed right now, Shawn. All the labs are closed right now. And for some reason, Shawn knew about that. But anyway, I'm on the email chat with a few people from these WADA doping labs. We're having some discussion. I'm asking if it's possible to get past a carbon isotope ratio testosterone test. Because maybe there's something that Shawn knows that I don't know. After all, Shawn works, or did work, in the medical area, so there's maybe some loopholes you can jump through. I don't know how effective a CIR test is. I'm assuming it's very effective, but then again, who knows? So how does that carbon isotope ratio testosterone test work? It measures the carbon isotope ratios of the testosterone in your body. Now, the testosterone that Shawn would be injecting is coming from soy. That's right. Shawn Baker is a soy boy. Right? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a soy boy who claims to just eat meat, who's injecting soy-derived testosterone. That's where it comes from. It comes from soy. So you've got these anti-vegans out there who are nothing but soy boys. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with being a soy boy. God. The irony here. Joe Rogan is the biggest soy boy out there. It is. Joe Rogan. Now, we've got to take tip of the hat to Joe Rogan. See that inflammation he's got is so red. He's just like a human thumb. And who else looks like that? Shawn Baker. He looks baked out of his head. He's so red. He's like a big lobster. Why do you get that when you use a lot of testosterone? Now, not everyone gets it, but if you have skin tone like me or Shawn or Joe Rogan, if you're using a lot of testosterone, you look red. Why is that? Because your hemoglobin goes right up. And you have so much blood in you. Even you see Athlean X, once he gets a bit of a pump on, he just goes red. Now, look at your girlfriend or someone who does that. They don't go that full red, do they? Maybe a little bit in the face, but they get this full arm, this like a red lobster flush. That's from the extra hemoglobin levels, the extra blood cells. Hematocrit like up in 60s, etc. So, Shawn Baker has all the signs of someone using soy-derived testosterone. That's just how it is. Shawn Baker's a soy boy, just like Joe Rogan. So Joe Rogan's transparent. He's like, I use steroids. Every week I inject. Now, why would Joe Rogan need to inject testosterone if meat makes you manly? Why would Joe Rogan be a soy boy injecting testosterone? And there's nothing wrong with that. Just saying. And hat off, again, tip of the hat, to Joe Rogan for being honest about it. And I'm trolling, I'm bantering a bit here and there, but Joe Rogan doesn't believe for a second that Shawn Baker is natural. He doesn't. Go and watch the Shawn Baker, Joe Rogan thing. Joe Rogan, I'm surprised Joe Rogan didn't go, dude, you're talking a lot of shit. You're on steroids, and you don't just eat meat. Because if you just eat meat, your muscles go flat. You don't have that muscle glycogen pump that you get when you have carbs. Carbs make your veins pump to the surface, especially if you're lean. Anyone who's used steroids knows that's true. Anyone who's lifted weights and been on carbs knows that to be true. But the noobs out there who've never done steroids, never really done high carb, never really been in the gym much, are just like, yeah, Shawn, I'll eat more meat. Yeah, I'll stuff more meat in my 300-pound body. Yeah, hopefully I'll turn this big gut into, push it up into my chest and my arms. They'll be swole. Yeah, Shawn, give me a hand, push it up. Push this Homer Simpson gut up. So anyway, but again, a tip of the hat to Shawn Baker for engaging in this discussion. A lot of people out there who wouldn't even go there. So tip of the hat to Shawn. That's just next level narcissistic sociopath. Just, you know, Shawn Baker does have a sense of humor. We'll give him that. Shawn Baker does have a sense of humor. I totally disagree with his diet. It's just like, you know, bad for the environment. It's all jacked up, and you know, we all know what the deal with that is. But yeah, credit to Shawn Baker. We're having a bit of a banter, a bit of a laugh about it all. But there's no way in the world that Shawn Baker isn't using anabolic steroids. You ask any experienced anabolic steroid user. I've been doing anabolic steroids since 1997. All right, I've used them myself, like real stuff, not the fake crap off the internet. Real stuff from the local family doctor. I've had friends, you know, like I've been around it. I worked in gyms since 1999. All right. When someone like Shawn Baker says they're natural, that's how he caught my attention. Someone showed me his page on Instagram and it says all natural, hormone steroid free. And I'm just like, what? The people out there, the gullible idiots out there, you know? All right, to wrap the video up, Shawn Baker is nothing but a soy boy exogenous testosterone user. And that's fine. All right? There's nothing wrong with that at all. If you choose to use anabolic steroids, that's a personal choice. We live in a system where that's stigmatized and penalized. I get that. Okay, cool. So you have to lie about it. Because imagine if Shawn Baker came around and said, hey, look, guys, I do. Durianrider, he was right. I'd be like, Shawn, double thumbs up for being transparent. I wouldn't be like, see? I'd be like, bro, good on you, man. Good on you for being honest about it. Good on you. Tip of the hat. But all these people out there be like, yeah, see, Shawn, yeah. So that's why these people have to lie. If Shawn Baker is honest, he gets put up on gets crucified, you know. So these people have to lie. The fake natties have to lie. They don't have to lie, but they choose to lie to get the cash and the approval and the likes and the comments from the gullible noobs that make up the majority of American citizens. Now, I love America. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I've been to America. I've cycled down from Seattle down to LA, Escondido. I've lived in New York, and I love the States. But there's something about USA. I don't know what it is, but they are so gullible in general. Americans are incredibly gullible. I don't know if it's because of Hollywood or Seinfeld. I don't know why, but Americans seem to be so gullible. So gullible. Why is that? Why is that? They're trusting? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Australians are a little bit harder to con. We're still pretty gullible as well, though. But there's something about Aussies a bit more, you know, maybe because we've got convict blood in us or whatever. But anyway, that's the wrap up. We'll do some more follow-ups here. I'll be in contact with the doping agencies at the moment. And we've got Dick Pound on the, that's his name, Dick Pound. Dick Pound. That's his name, Dick Pound from WADA. I'm not sure if he's with him, but I've talked to him before in the past, so hopefully we'll get him on the podcast. And I'll go from there. Maybe we can get Shawn Baker on the podcast. Shawn, if you're keen, we'll have you on there. It'd be good chatting over here. Anyway, this is the first of a series. Let's talk more about it. But in the meantime, go and watch the documentary called Icarus. Please go watch that. Icarus. Go check it out. Thanks for watching.